So I'm going to do a little review, like a stand down review of my Rocket 3 GT, because this is a bike which is very different and you know everybody's talking about it, but I've been riding it for 3 years now, so I just wanted to give you a little distinction about what it really does. So well, this is my Rocket GT, okay, Rocket 3. So basically you know the entire thing, what you know, it's a 3-cylinder 2500cc motorcycle, one of the biggest production engines and all that jazz about it. Okay, now I've been living with this bike for almost 3 years now. I bought it in 2022 and I'm telling you honestly, I wasn't too when I saw the bike for the first time, I thought it's too big to actually, you know, be of any good. You know, not really something which I would be interested in, plus I didn't think it would be too easy to ride either. Also, it's not basically a super bike, so what exactly does it do? Like, what's the use? So well, this is a 220 Nm torque, around 165 bhp bike. Okay, I think the new one is 180 bhp. This is the old one, which looks the same, but I think they just increased the power a little bit. Okay, I'll just show you some features on the bike. Yeah, I think that's been standing for a while there. So basically, if you see, it's got a pretty basic meter. It shows you like the fuel, power. So you know, you have some modes here. So you can see it's again rain mode and rider mode, sport. So that's the kind of mode this has. Okay, and if I go here on the home panel, okay, so again, like, it doesn't have too much going on for it, right? You know, this is a display and all. Okay, it just show you some coolant and contrast. You can also connect your Bluetooth to it. Like, I think you can connect your GoPro as well. Okay, so pretty basic motorcycle to say. If you just some, like, it still has heated grips on the motorcycle, right? So that's one feature you get. Then of course you have your little charging port right here. Okay, those big lights, and this is a shaft driven motorcycle. Okay, now I want to give you little cons and you know, pros about this motorcycle. One, the power is immense. Okay, you basically, it's the company claims 2.7 to 100, which means it reaches around 120, 140 in around like some 5 seconds, which basically you mean you can keep up with some super bikes till a certain speed. Post that, of course, you'll have to you know, they'll get ahead of you. I have taken this around 200 once. Now if you see the back tire, it's I've got this tire put. Okay, that's a Metzeler. It's a 240 rear. Now that's basically a very fat tire. Now what happens is, when you're cornering this bike, it corners well if there's a sweeping turn, but if you have to do like a U-turn, you will have to like kind of basically, you know, brake a little bit. You can't take it in one go. Okay, and of course it's got Brembo brakes. Look at the size of the radiator here. That's as big as a car, because of course the engine is as big as a car. So you know, there's 2500cc here. I have used it for extensive touring. I have done 400 kilometers in the hills on this bike. The best thing about this motorcycle is, I don't know if you can tell about the ground clearance from here, but this bike does not hit on any speed breakers. I've taken it to the hills, did not hit anywhere either. Okay, because the suspension, though it looks like it's too low, it doesn't really go too down. So if you're riding the bike, it in bumps, it doesn't like bottom out. Okay, I was riding a Ninja 1000 before this. The seat was extremely uncomfortable. This is a very comfortable seat. I have ridden 16 hours on this motorcycle in a day, did not feel it. Okay, the foot pegs are high because this is the GT. On the R, you know, it's they are kind of in the middle, which is better because, you know, if you're going through a bump, you can just stand up on the bike. This, the problem is, you can't stand if the bump is coming, but I mean, you can anticipate, so you can like kind of try and jump a little bit on it. Okay, the best thing about this motorcycle, whenever I'm riding it, people go bonkers. I went to the hills, I was riding through villages, small villages, and everybody was shouting that you know, oh, rocket, you know, everybody was telling me what a cool bike, what a sexy bike. It's a different bike. That's my KTM in the back, and that's another bike. So you know, that's one of the best things about it. It's easy to ride. I do swing it around a lot, but people tell me that I can do it. Maybe I've been riding it for a while. People generally are scared on this because it's a 320-30 kg bike. But otherwise, it's a fantastic motorcycle. You can tour in it. It's an eye candy. It's got more than enough power. You can keep up with sports bikes for 140, 150. Otherwise, also, if you don't compare a sports bike to this, it can go really fast. I think the only competition this has is the Ducati Diavel, because that's also another muscle bike, right? Tomorrow I'll be riding it, so I'll do something like a ride review. I've just started making videos again, and that's about it. You can get a good pre-owned one for around 17-18 lakhs, like 2-4 years old, but it's worth the cost of the bike. It does a lot more than it feels it does, and more or less that's about it. I'll do a ride review soon. Thank you so much.